Today I'll tell you about one very important health parameter, that is resting heart rate, which we need to keep lower. See, when we look at the health parameters, we look at the blood pressure, blood sugar and cholesterol, and we want to keep all of them on to a lower levels. But we often don't care about resting heart rate. Now, resting heart rate normally it is between 60 to 100 beats per minute. But even in this range, the lower your heart rate is, better are the health outcomes. And when we look at the health outcomes, we know that those who have a lower resting heart rate, they have a lower risk of heart attack, strokes, and even they have a greater longevity. So the resting heart rate is connected to longevity also. Now the question is are there any ways to lower the resting heart rate? So yeah, there are ways, and the most important is regular exercising. So when we exercise, our heart rate increases, and then after a while, the heart rate reduces back to normal. So with regular exercising like brisk walking, running, cycling, swimming, and many other activities, over a period of several months, the resting heart rate would start reducing. And the other things also can help, like those who sleep routinely for say 7 to 8 hours, the resting heart rate is lower. If you're under stress, lower your stress levels. And then meditation also helps in lowering the resting heart rate. If you are a smoker, quitting smoking would reduce the resting heart rate. If you are overweight, then reducing your body weight by few kilos would also lower your resting heart rate. So these are various methods by which we can lower the resting heart rate. And if you have to count, you don't need to visit the doctor. Basically, look at the wrist level. So we have this thumb and this fat. Just below that, put two fingers and then count the pulse for about say 15 seconds and multiply by 4. And the best time to count the resting heart rate, it is early in the morning when you wake up, when you're still on the bed, and that's the right time to check your resting heart rate. And you can keep a track, so keep checking on a weekly basis or monthly basis, and try to keep it as low as possible. Those who are professional athletes or good athletes, their resting heart rate can be even lower than 60. Many of the elite athletes, they have resting heart rate in the late 30s, say between 35 to 40, or between 40 to 45 also. So for a professional athlete to have a resting heart rate around 40 or 45 is normal. But if you are not a regular exerciser and your resting heart rate is below 60 or above 100, in those situations you should consult a doctor. Also, if you are on medications like beta blockers, then the heart rate can be lower. But still, if it is very low, you should still consult a doctor. So I hope you found it useful and you will benefit from it.